you can have let's see. You could probably look up what's there. Do you want a racing game or a horror game? It looked very scary. I didn't want the horror game. I generally don't go for racing games at all. What do you want? Okay, I'll give you a third one. What's this one? Indie adventure game. Okay, send me an email address in the chat privately so that I can send it to you. Okay. Copy. Gift to friend. Send an email. Bam. Send email. You are now the proud owner of In Other Waters, which seems like an underwater something game. I don't know. It's all very, I need your help. Of course they need my help. What game don't they need my help in? So remember that the email is coming from Humble Bundle, not from me. So it's not spam. I got Shenmue 3 this term, or this month. Very exciting. Next month's looking good, but you'll be gone by then. Ooh, something called Rogue Mansion. Anyway, okay. Lots to do. Ro, Ethan, why don't you take the first 10 minutes of class? Well, we're already 7 minutes in, but you start this time, so I'm not giving you short shrift at the end.
Hi.
Hello.
So I guess I'll just check in. Like, teams, where are you right now, with the process? Any member from any team can speak.
Or you can type it if that's quicker and easier if you don't want to speak. Just do it.
So from what I understand it, the art team needs to put together a few videos.
Mm-hmm.
One that's definitely about Old Diamond. And are we making the second one as well? Because it feels like that's something we should do. Because
Yeah, so I think we put in the brainstorm document that you should probably try to populate the channel with multiple videos, at least 2, just so it doesn't seem like that's the only thing there.
Yeah, we were gonna start that, but then someone else said that they didn't want to do that they were just gonna have them fake copyright struck.
I wouldn't be too worried about copyright strikes, especially since...
No, I mean that instead of going through the effort of making the fake videos, someone thought it would be easier if we just faked that they were copyright struck. So I wasn't sure if the writing team still wanted us to make the other videos.
wait a second. Is it possible that we'd be able to copyright strike videos? Because if I remember correctly, YouTube will automatically pull down, will automatically remove videos for copyright reasons, and to get removed, that's where you have to put in all the work. So
yeah, I was thinking because getting an actual copyright strike on a video is easier said than done, because you can't just copyright your own video. You have to have either a company or another person that has some sort of property to do it for you.
Yeah, I wouldn't rely on YouTube's the YouTube gods to do anything for this project. Whatever.
But I was thinking like if one like we create the channel for the fictional character, and then somebody else still within our team copyright strikes it. Like that should automatically put the strike on rather than like
I don't think you can do
I don't
that.
know how YouTube works. If that's a quick
Yeah,
and easy thing, you might also get in trouble for if it's not a legitimate copyright strike. Whoever files that claim can get in trouble by YouTube.
Yeah.
So trying to mess with the YouTube algorithm and the YouTube gods to get this to work may not be the best idea.
Yeah, regardless, I just wanted to know if the writing team wanted us to make
Okay.
the videos or not, because if so, we could have started on those.
I okay, I see where the confusion is. So we're not actually copyright striking a video, like legitimately striking it. We're only making it so it seems like it's copy strike, aka the video is unlisted, but it's on YouTube and it can be found. We're just pretending that it was taken down. So I was reading through the art channel, and it does sound like the plan should be we have one main video that's actually about Old Diamond, and then other random videos. Like yeah, other random videos that populate the channel, and within that channel there's just like one unlisted video or something that acts as a gameplay element further into the arc. So we're not actually getting a copyright strike. We're just pretending like a video has been copyright striked.
Yeah, that was my impression from the lead meeting. But then when I got told that we shouldn't make the other videos, it kind of stalled us because then we weren't sure what to do.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah, basically what is actually seen on the channel is the main Old Diamond video, and then other random videos that can be whatever feels right for the channel. And then there's a video we pretend gets struck down. It's like an unlisted video or something that happens later in the arc.
Okay.
Yeah, no, we're not actually copyright striking a video.
So for the gameplay section, from what I've sort of been able to gather, it's really like the bulk of it is going to be after the player joins the Discord server. That's when things are sort of going to kick off, right? Okay, yeah. So yeah, we're meeting tonight to sort of go over various details with what the writers have given and like what's in the brainstorming ideas, basically determine what we want to kind of put where.
Okay, that sounds
for
great.
gameplay. So yeah.
Yeah, Bryce, I see your question. So we do have the answer I do have for you right now is that aside from the first day, each day has 2 story beats, and it runs for about like 6-ish days. So I would say like if you can get like 10 to 12 main story points in, and then flesh them out as you see fit, then I think that would work. The videos, the videos can be very basic. As long as the main video talks about Old Diamond in some way and advertises the Discord channel, then that's really the only true requirement of the YouTube channel.
Hi.
Yes. Hi.
So if you made a sheet that had each day that the ARG is as a column, and a row of story beat 1, story beat 2, gameplay beat 1, gameplay beat 2, you could put in what each thing are, because it seems like people are confused by like they want to know how many there are and when those are happening. So maybe if that were a shared document that everybody could see and know what exactly is happening each and every day for each beat, that would be a good thing. Just thinking out loud. Okay.
Okay, well, I'll definitely take that suggestion, and I'll make sure to put that up later today.
Because basically everybody wants to know what am I responsible for? What am I doing? And next Wednesday, that's essentially what I asked for each group is, list of everything that group is making and who's responsible for what. So you're essentially making the documents that you need for the assignment that's due on Wednesday, which is when everything kicks off, right? So, okay.
Yeah, Bryce, I see what you typed. So I think that's definitely something that you should talk about with the writing team, because I know I was looking through the chats and it seems like um there might be some shuffling around of like character roles and whatnot, where each character fits. So I think that's something that you should bring up with your writing team and see what exactly should you be responsible for. Yeah. And if they don't respond or anything, ping them like 50 times or something.
Yeah, in gameplay, we have 2 people now that have just stopped responding. So we've been pinning them like crazy. Looks like neither of them are in today's meeting, so trying to figure that out.
Yeah, I don't see them in the meeting. I'm not sure where they're at. I don't
Yeah.
think they've said anything since the
No,
link
they've said
opened.
nothing since signing up.
Yeah.
Okay, so in that case, you can either, well, actually, is Varun here today? Varun, are you here? Yes.
Yep.
Could you get the names of the people who aren't responding and say, hey, I notice you're not responding, because repeated pinging is just kind of harassment
Yeah.
at a certain point, right? So kick it upstairs to us. Varun will send an email saying, once this is going, the work will be over, and maybe they dropped the class, maybe they punted. Don't
Fair
know.
enough. I'll
Right?
send an email later today.
Okay. And just ask them, are you still participating in the course? Because if not, we'll stop asking you.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Also, to answer your question, Smith, the reason I gave the class roster list, I would think it was because like in the production meeting, there was a discussion going around where you kind of send recruitment emails to the other section to recruit them into your org based on the BCC method that was in your transmedia meetings. So maybe someone from production can speak more about it, but
Yeah, I was just typing it in while Dean was speaking, but I can just say it now. So Smith, you and the community managers are scheduling for us to play 4 p.m.'s game. On what days are these people playing and whatnot? The email list that Varun sent us is to basically send out the link to our YouTube channel to get into the rabbit hole, pretending it's going out to like all of WPI.
Also, I was hesitant to give you their contact info. People have asked, other classes have asked before, and I've said no. I just want to be clear that having their info is not like permission to cyberstalk them or otherwise bombard them. Like one email is fine, but you know, they may have other things to do. And you know, there are people who are like, I'm not playing this till Saturday, so don't come at me, right? So that's why I asked you to use a rabbit hole to collect the voluntary information. You know, give us how you want us to contact you, rather than me giving you any information. Also, remember the achievements are to get people. These games should be open to the general public, not just for the other class, right? So how do you get general public in? And that's the bigger question. Okay, shutting up again.
To answer Alexandra's question, the video narrator can be literally anyone. It could be me, it could be you, it could be anyone who has a working mic. Because right now that character doesn't have like a gender or anything. As long as the same person who voices one video is voicing the other videos as well. Okay. Alexander's asking, is anyone interested in voicing the character? No. Alex, are you interested? If not,
I mean, I could do it if nobody else wants to.
yeah, I was gonna offer myself too.
Yeah, I don't think I have a good voice yet. So.
Well, if no one else wants to do it, I guess I'll do it.
I mean, I'll do it because I have a microphone, but I mean, I'm in gameplay, so I don't know if like it's a bit of a far
Yeah.
stretch.
I also know that Connor, you have Cutthroat Game Jam coming up. I don't know if you're.
I do, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not. I'm helping to run it. I'm not participating, but
You think Sean has a great voice? Sean, are you in here? Oh, okay. Well, I can post the question to ARG announcements, and if no one responds, then just put me down. And yeah, I'll just post a question in announcements, and I'll make sure that Sean knows that y'all think he has an amazing voice for video. And if he doesn't want to do it, I'll do it. So whenever you need me to record stuff, please let me know, and please let me know what to record. Anything else? Anything else of concern?
And then last thing I'll add is there's the ARG track list thing in the drive. It's beautifully done by Smith. Keep an eye on that. Keep track of points, who's working on what, and all that good stuff. I think it's a really good tool to make sure we stay on pace and that we have enough points that we all need. It also may give you ideas as to what you may want to do with certain things if you are stuck. I think that's all from me. So
yeah, if there's nothing else, I guess I'll just say, if we can try to get the rabbit hole ready this weekend, that'd be great. So we can spend early next week talking about the rest of the ARG. So please, if you can, get the rabbit hole up and running this weekend. So that's the YouTube channel with the intro videos and the Discord server. Anything else before we hand it back to Professor? No? Okay. Well, thank you. And I think y'all are doing a great job. So I'm excited to see where all this goes.
Okay. So I want to talk about tone, right? And this is something that's a little bit ephemeral, or it's a little hard to define, but you should all be on the same page for the tone of your ARG. So are you going for super serious uh horror, right? um Creepy, which is different from creepy fun. So think the difference between, I don't know, The Conjuring and Child's Play, right? um at its heart, Child's Play is about a possessed Chucky doll, and even the was it The Conjuring? Um, they did, the next one was the possessed doll, Anna Lee or something like that. Um, both are horror. One is goofy, silly, and the other is takes itself very seriously. Both are about possessed demon dolls, right? One takes itself seriously, and the other doesn't. Um, uh, and that's tone, right? That's, are we having fun here? Are we having are we deadly serious? Is it whimsical? Is it um uh tongue in cheek? Are we um going to be silly throughout, or are we going to be uh varying between mysterious scary and mysterious goofy, right? So think Twin Peaks. Twin Peaks changes over the course of its uh uh however many seasons. It was 2 seasons in the 90s, and then another season now, plus a movie. But it starts out deadly serious, and then it gets into some really silly stuff when they don't know what to do with Who Killed Laura Palmer anymore, and there's like a beauty pageant. And but even so, the log lady is I have to it's a woman walking around with a log, saying the log speaks to her. um that's even in the deadly serious parts, right? So um if you, and this is another problem with the large size of the team, um is that in some people are like, hey, we're making wacky comedy, and other people are like, we're making serious horror. So somewhere um you should define your tone, right? If what is the genre of this arc? um how much uh goofiness and or versus seriousness, and that's kind of the one axis. You can do different axes of tone, right? Because like a Studio Ghibli movie, um well, one thing you think of Studio Ghibli is um I don't know, innocence and beauty, right? um but then you've got Grave of the Fireflies, which is also a Studio Ghibli movie, right? Do you guys know Grave of the Fireflies?
All
It
too
was
well.
yeah, it was originally put out as a double feature. uh yeah, it's the depressing one. It was originally put out as a double feature with My Neighbor Totoro, right? um and Totoro is this innocent two little girls move to the countryside and find wilderness spirits, specifically a big one named Totoro, and experience the magic and wonder of the Japanese countryside. Grave of the Fireflies is in the immediate end of World War II. A little boy and a little girl lose their parents, run away from the people who take them in because they're mean, and slowly starve to death. Spoilers. Honestly, I had no idea what I was getting into the first time the one time I watched Grave of the Fireflies, right? So think about that. And here's the killer: is they put Grave of the Fireflies before Totoro, right? So you got to live through Grave of the Fireflies before you get to the happy wonder of Totoro. I guess the idea is we send you out on an up note, right? But yeah, that is a tone shift. So the other thing artists can do is once the tone is decided upon, once you've maybe talked about it between writers and artists, choose a color palette. You'll notice that WPI's website is all that kind of maroon and light gray and tans and stuff, because there is an approved color palette for WPI's website. So choose colors that you're going to highlight. That doesn't mean everything on every page has to only be those colors, but if there's a choice between, this shade of blue and this shade of blue, go with the one that's closer to the color palette the artists have chosen, right? And that comes back to the producer and the writers talking about tone. It also, if you're doing sound, like I showed you Not Prawn, and it's got that kind of, which is very ominous. What sounds do you use in your various thing? If anybody's programming a game or even making movies, what kind of background music or sounds are you going to use? Are they ominous or are they fun, right? So you'll recall that I showed you the beginning of the Jejun Institute. I want to show you a different activity if I can find it. I'm scrubbing through the video. It's not that long after this. Come on. I'm sorry. I should have queued this up, but I was in meetings all day. That's not it. There we are. Okay. Hold on. And again, this is just a little clip, hopefully. So speaking of copyright strikes, for instance, when I showed you this bit, that other bit of this movie, it said that there was a copyright claim against that video, and that the copyright owner has decided to serve ads during my YouTube video. Well, okay, whatever. So if you're looking at older videos of this class, then you might see ads for Amazon. I don't know. But first they demonetized the video, so you can't make money off of it. Now apparently they just let the other people make money off of it. And if you're egregious about it, I guess, like posting a whole movie, they just kill it, right? So I know from critics who, like, I watch Jenny Nicholson occasionally, and she put up this 2-hour thing about the Vampire Diaries, which I don't care enough to watch, but apparently it was in limbo for a month or two because she kept getting copyright strikes from the Vampire Diaries because she's doing a critical analysis of the Vampire Diaries using clips, which is fair use. Okay. I honestly, I watched her whole history of BronyCon, and I figured that was like, I have very little interest in that too. But it's 2 hours long, man. I could watch a movie. I could watch the Vampire Diaries. So anyway, she was fighting every DMCA strike, and basically it took her 2 months to fight them all to actually get the thing posted. So what it does is delay the posting of your video if you want to keep at it. Anyway, I want to, so think about this in terms of tone, this thing I'm about to show you. And think about this in terms of gameplay, because look at the gameplay that is happening here. It's not puzzle related, but yeah, watched it 2 times. I don't know. That's weird. Her voice is already very high. It would, I don't know. So look at this in terms of things you want. Think about in terms of what you want your players to do that isn't solving puzzles. That doesn't mean you shouldn't have puzzles. I like puzzles. I love puzzles. I solve puzzles all the time. In fact, I got this book called The Maze of Games, right? And it is all puzzles. It's like, it's the size of like a Dungeon Master's Guide. Just puzzles. With a story, because you're going through again a maze. So anyway, that's my summer. This is an anti-puzzle arc now. No, do puzzles. Okay, so let's share this. Share computer sound, optimize screen sharing. Do this. Let me know. Can you see picture?
Yep.
Okay, thank you. I'm gonna move this. Wait, I gotta move the chat window. Sorry. And I'm gonna full screen this. Okay. And can you hear sound?
For this program has been provided by the Elsewhere
Okay.
Public Works Agency. Now, back to our program.
Monday got to work and I had an email sent to an email address I don't use a whole lot, and it was from the Elsewhere Public Works Agency asking me to be at a certain intersection by the payphones. It was 24th and Mission at noon. So eventually I got a call on my cell phone from Commander 14 checking in and saying that that the Jejun Institute was moving in, or something about the green energy archons. I don't remember what he said.
The closure of a temporal vacuole is imminent. Repeat, imminent. Without physical jamming to offset transneural interference, a negative loop cascade sequence could be initiated. Do you see 24th Street?
Yeah.
Cross mission and continue down 24th. I will be making contact at that location in 5 minutes' time. When I say ornithopter, you say jumpsuit. Ornithopter.
Jumpsuit.
Ornithopter.
Jumpsuit.
Okay, now go. Hurry.
Okay, so first off, I wanna say that I guarantee you they were told to go to these payphones because they were going to call one of these payphones. The payphone would ring, and then you'd answer the payphone and get this message. But they found out that they tried it, and it turns out these payphones don't accept incoming calls, which was a fight against the war, fight in the war on drugs, because drug dealers used to, you don't even know this, used to do drug deals over payphones. You call a payphone, you do a drug deal, and then you meet up to do drugs or exchange drugs. So the phone company stopped most payphones from accepting incoming calls. So that's a problem for this, in that the original plan is go to these payphones, we'll call you and give you a message, and then they can't call those payphones. So what ends up happening is they have these people's cell phone numbers on record somewhere in a database, because they've already asked for and gotten them, because these are the hardcore players. And so, oh well, I guess we'll just call their cell phone, right? So let's continue.
Ornithopter.
Jumpsuit.
Ornithopter.
Jumpsuit.
Now we can get this transaction rolling. The time is nigh. Now, listen quickly. Dance. You heard me. Dance. I say dance.
Dance. Okay.
It is imperative that you now dance. I hope you dance. This interaction cannot happen without rigorous physical jamming. Now get off this phone and dance, motherfucker!
We needed to stop the energy attack by rigorous physical jamming, which is what we did. So I started dancing, and then I started hearing music, and this guy showed up with a boombox, and he started dancing with me, and then a Sasquatch showed up, and he started dancing with us. And there was a moment that the song ended, and we heard what sounded like angels singing, and the Sasquatch gave me the transcript. Which, that's a very weird thing to say, but that happened.
Okay. So there you go. And then the Sasquatch gave me the transcript. And angels sang, right? So in fact, there was another one, McGonagall dance. Jane McGonagall dance game. Sorry. Research video secrets games. Okay, here. My favorite game, Find the Future. No. Evoke, World Without Oil. No. Crypto Zoo. Lost Ring. No. Lost Spoke. No. Superstruct. Foresight. Super Better. Top Secret Dance Off. Okay. Let's go to Top Secret Dance Off. Ah, it's dead. Come on, Jane. keep your old stuff around. Basically, dancing is great. Let me just say that. There was an entire game called Top Secret Dance Off, created by Jane McGonigal, who was one of the first creators. Well, she was one of the creators of I Love Bees. So there's that. Basically what they asked people to do, please have a video. Where is down flash video above? No, click full screen YouTube channel here. Please, oh no, boing boing. Let's see, top secret. Oh no, I want to search the channel. Well, maybe. Top secret dance off. Top secret dance off game. Splinter Cell Conviction, no. Top secret dancing on emotion in electronic games. There was a great video of it. Anyway, so basically, the rules of the game were send in a video of you dancing. First, it was alone in your house, right? And that's pretty easy. People put a camera on themselves and then danced. And lots of people did that. And then it was dance in a car, right? And so you see the two people in their car, and they turned on the radio, they put the camera up in front, and they're big boogieing from the top up. And basically they set up a system where you could watch other people dance and rate them and give them ratings from 1 to 5 or something. And the more point, every time somebody rated you, you got points for it. You got 1 to 5 points. So even a 1 point rating was a plus. There was no negatives, right? The worst negative was nobody would watch your video or rate it. And then the next one they did was dance in a crosswalk, right? Which now we're getting dangerous. But it worked. Here are blog posts. Subscribe on iTunes here. Okay. So today's episode of Boing Boing Video. Does that? Nope. Okay. I want this video. This evening news story was my favorite. Okay, maybe we can get this. tvnz.co.nz. What do you think the chances are that this video is going to load? Nope. Something from New Zealand. I'm looking at some New Zealand channel. Anyway, so there it is. You go to a place, you answer, you notice the second set of payphones does accept incoming calls, which is probably a mad scramble because we've already told people to go to this set of payphones. Oh my God, it doesn't accept incoming calls. How are we going to get them a message? We're going to have to move them to another set. So you see there was a screw up there, and then they compensated. They sent them to another bank of payphones where it would accept incoming calls. But maybe that was part of the plan too. I'm not sure, because the whole idea of when I say ornithopter, you say jumpsuit. Ornithopter, jumpsuit. That's fun, right? It's stupid stuff like that makes people smile and feel like they're participating and get interested. So keep in mind that gameplay doesn't have to be like a 2-hour puzzle solve. Oh my God, how do I decrypt this message? It can be something as dumb as uh, uh, post a video of yourself dancing, right? Because right now we can't say go to this place and wait for a call. We have to rely on people going, but you can say go to a stop sign and do this thing, right? Because people have access to stop signs, people can do things, right? So one of the kind of wonderful things, or how about show us a picture of your favorite mask, your favorite face mask, right? Because guess what? Everybody has a face mask now. Can we use that somehow? Um, so ask people to do stuff. And if it's a little silly, that's cool. Think about the tone of this too. Here we are. Remember the original the Jejune Institute invented this and this and this, and it feels 70s and cultish, but maybe weird science. Is it real? It could almost be real, but my initial bullshit detector is going whoop whoop whoop, right? Saying bullshit, bullshit. So uh uh but if Angel sang and the Sasquatch handed me something, I'm in. Let's keep doing that, right? So yes, it's 3:50. Okay, so good work today. We do not have class tomorrow because it is project presentation day. Go to IMGD project presentation day. Watch the seniors present their MQPs because someday you will be a senior presenting your MQP. Whether in IMGD or not, go to your particular flavor of project presentation day, see how other people do it, learn what is expected. Also celebrate the MQPs that happened this year because people busted their asses in the middle of a pandemic, and have really created some really cool stuff. So we start at 11. It's on Zoom. They've sent out the Zoom ID. I don't know. There's no link. It's weird. But go to it. I'll be there. No class tomorrow. And I'll see y'all on Monday. Okay. Thank you all.